Everybody, welcome to my channel. I decided to go live this evening to bring you guys some messages. I want to bring you some more in-depth messages. So I'm doing a pick a pile reading, 3 different piles, and yeah, we'll be able to go into some nice detail here for you guys this evening. So welcome to my channel. I'm High Priestess Elif, and I channel my message. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, it wants me to do this. It's the first time that I'm going live, so let's see how it goes. Let's see how this works. I just find that with the recordings, when I record videos, I've only got a certain amount of time, and so I've got to really limit the messages that I bring through for you guys, and I want to be able to go into a little bit more detail for my viewers this evening. So as I say, I'm doing love readings, collective love readings. We're doing 3 different piles. So we're going to start with pile 1. I will show you I will give you a significator for your pile, but you can choose between pile 1, 2, or 3, whichever number feels right for you. And also, just when you come online, trust that when you find this video, if you happen to find this reading whilst I'm live, wherever you happen to sort of come online or find it or start watching, that is probably the message for you. Trust your guides and your keepers. Okay, trust them. Trust your intuition. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to be asking specific questions. I'm going to be asking, I'm going to be looking at the base of the relationship with your person. What is the base of the energy for them, for your person in particular? We're going to be looking at your person from a very in-depth perspective. What is going on for them in the general energy in relation to you at the moment? What is at the base of your connection for them? What is crossing that? I'm going to do a Celtic cross. What is sort of either hindering that or contributing to it? So it's just additional information. I'm also going to be looking at how they feel about you, what they think of you, what their hopes are when it comes to you, what they're hoping will happen in the near future, and then what is most likely to happen in the near future, and then also what are their strengths at the moment, what really works in your favor with regards to where they find themselves right now, what's going on with you, in relation to them, and where you find yourself, how that contributes positively, or how you might want to take another look at your energy, maybe reevaluate it, perhaps it's not contributing to your connection in a positive way. And then to just look at what your person's hopes and fears are when it comes to you. What are their hopes? Do they have hopes, or are they stuck more in their fears? And then what the most likely outcome is. So I'm doing 3 different piles, and as I say, when you come online, when you find this reading, whichever pile I'm dealing with, that is your message. Okay, so pile 1, for those of you who are here, it's you are being led to heed wise counsel at the moment. You know that it is very important that you allow yourself to align with the best possible advice, to receive guidance from those who are in sync with where you are and who can contribute to your experience in a positive way. You've been speaking to people, you've been getting readings, you've been guided towards readers online that you just feel intuitively drawn to. Trust your intuition at the moment. And when you receive a message that doesn't fit in vibrationally, it just feels negative, disregard it, it's not for you. It's very important that you are mindful about the advice that you are receiving in relation to your person at the moment. Okay? You need to really observe as much as you are listening, observe, is this person speaking or sharing with me or guiding me or giving me advice from a place of pure positive energy, wisdom, faith, understanding into the situation, or are they giving me advice based on their fear, and the fear that I will get hurt, and the fear that things could go wrong, and the fear associated with things going negative, them having their own negative experiences in the past? Be mindful. You have to learn to trust your own navigational system. You have to learn to trust your own intuition. Sometimes we listen to friends and family and we just listen because, they have a lot to say. And we're not really observing, we're just listening. And we feel like, yeah, that it feels that way, or check, where are you when you're taking this advice? When you're having this conversation, where is your vibration? Are you in alignment, or are you in lower vibration? Are you in a place of faith, or are you in a place of fear? And then observe, this person speaking to me, I know that they mean well, I know that they love me and they care about me, but are they speaking from a place of fear? Are they speaking from a place of understanding? Okay, Pile 1. Also, Spirit wants you to know, your person, many of you, your person has gotten private readings about you. And maybe they didn't initially get the reading about you, but you came up in the reading. Okay, I'm going to take these because they just popped out. You came up in the reading, so they've been receiving guidance and counsel about you. They've been having conversations with friends and people that they trust about you. I get a very, very strong sense that this person really values the connection with you. Despite what may have happened between you guys, there's a strong feeling of valuing who you are and what you've brought into their lives. And they're not just talking about you to anyone. They are very selective about who they talk to or speak to when it comes to you. But they've definitely been speaking to somebody that is really introspective, someone that is wise, someone that is not... someone that has the qualities of a really good mediator. They're able to see both two sides of a story. And they're really helping them to gain perspective and to see things in a way that is more empowering than limiting when it comes to your connection. What the general energy is for your person around your connection at this moment, guys. This person feels the energy around them in association to you is there is no one else. There is no other. What you are is more than they could have dreamed of, more than they could have imagined. What you are has met their greatest expectation and surpassed it. They've watched you over the past while through very difficult situations and scenarios, and they are amazed because you have been flourishing where other people, they've not seen this before. They see a strength, they see a capacity for pureness, goodness, and love, and at the same time they see someone that is dynamic, that knows how and understands that it is love that holds a kingdom together. They see someone that understands that the foundation of any empire needs to be made up of the things that money cannot buy. Wisdom, intuition, deeply intuitive. They know that you are deeply intuitive, that you are protected and you are guided by source. They know that you pour love into everything that you do. Even when your heart is broken, you don't bring shards of yourself into a situation. They've seen you. And Spirit says to me, this person has watched you rise up like a phoenix after experiencing something that should have um, basically put you on your knees. Or so there must have been betrayal, something that happened that they've seen that should have really, really rocked you. But you just rose. You kept rising. And they are in awe of who you are, of how powerful you are, of how much love you bring to every situation. This person watches you. They watch you and they see how you show up in different areas in your life, and they cannot believe that you. It's as if they see you to be superhuman, very gifted, divinely guided, so much love, large capacity for love, so much that you bring to a situation and to the table, and you've done amazing things. That's what Spirit says. They put you on a pedestal. They feel like you're almost superhuman. This is sometimes not a good thing because it can be a little bit intimidating, but it's who you are. They feel that even in absence, they are constantly surrounded by your love. You speak to them through nature. You speak to them even when okay, so for some of you, your person is quite active and they enjoy the outdoors. For some of your person travels a lot or drives a lot, because I see that. So it's as if when they have their window down and the wind plays in their ear, it's as if they receive messages about you and they feel like you're bringing them a message. They put the radio on, they play music. It's as if you're speaking to them. When they're out in nature, it's as if the breeze in the trees sing a melody and you are bringing them a message. They see you in the sunshine. They see you in other people and the things that some people say, and it would be exactly what you say. You are everywhere for this person. And they are surrounded by your love in a time when for many of you, your person doesn't really feel like they are very deserving of that. This person feels like this realization of depth of understanding of who you are, clarity of who you are, emotion of who you are to them, and the emotion they feel for you, this was sudden and unexpected. So for many of you, this person only realized the depth of their emotion for you and the position that you hold in their lives all of a sudden recently. They didn't expect to feel what they felt. You were unexpected and you were sudden. And they keep having these sudden jolts of realization when it comes to you. That sort of shakes them. And Spirit says they feel like you're the only person that will understand, that can understand this, but for some reason they're too afraid to either reach out to you and express this. I'm getting a strong indication for many of you that you are not in one another's lives at the moment. So either some of you are at a distance and you communicate via the telephone or email or something like that, but some of you are not even there's a strong desire for them to communicate with you. It's very passionate and they really feel the urge to come towards you, but I do feel like something is holding them back. I feel like something's holding them back. Okay, so What is it that your person pile one thinks of you? So as I said, when you come online, whichever pile I'm busy with, trust your guides and keepers that you've been guided here at the right time. Then this is your message. Okay? So what is it that your person thinks of you? Okay. So your person thinks, they believe that you have an idea of who they are, but you don't have the full picture. That you, it's projection. You know how they put you on a pedestal? And hello Xavier, thank you so much. Thanks. You know how your person puts you on a pedestal and they sort of put you out of reach in a sense, to the point where they almost don't see you as being human. They feel like you also have an idea of them that is not completely true. Like they're afraid that if they come into your life fully and you see how imperfect they are, that you won't want to be bothered with them because you're too good. They feel like you think you know and you have an idea of the picture, but you have no idea because they feel like they have so many issues. Nobody's been able to love them the way you do, and they believe that it's because they're broken. And so you must clearly not know how broken they are. And at the same time, it's contradictory, isn't it? At the same time, they believe and know that you're intuitive. Hello, guys. Nice to have you here. Let's see who that is. Okay. So, I'm new to the live, guys, so I'm not going to be on top of it. I'm just focusing on the reading. But as I see your messages, okay, I will... Oh, morale. It's nice to have you here too. Yeah, I decided to do the live this evening because I have to cut my reading short because I can go into a lot of detail and a lot of stuff comes through and I've always got to watch the time. So I really want to go into quite a bit of detail for you guys this evening. Hello, Lady J. Thank you. Nice to have you guys here. So your person thinks that you have an idea of who they are, and they really like that you have that idea of who they are because you can still love them and want them a little bit based on that. But if they really let you in and let you see all of them, their greatest fear is that you won't be able to love them. They're okay with the illusion and with being somewhat stuck in between. Do I move forward? Do I go back? But still knowing that she looks at me in that way. She considered me to be that person in her life. She showed me love. And I want to hold on to that for as long as I can, because unfortunately no one else has been able to love me in that way because I am imperfect. I'm too much. I have too many issues, and that's what your person thinks. How is it that your person feels about you? Your person feels that you are fated. Your person feels that this is fate, and that somehow they are going to find themselves in a place where they can elevate to where they need to be so that they can be worthy of this connection, or things are just miraculously going to work out and they're going to feel they're ready, or things are just going to click into place, but they feel as though they know that meeting you was fated. And your person feels that you've met and you've been in love in many lifetimes. So your person's obviously very open and intuitive as well. You see, guys, your person feels that this is fate, and that no matter how challenging things seem right now, let me just say hello to some of these beautiful people over here. Michelle Hicks, and I don't know, the messages disappear after a bit. But hello, everyone. So nice to have you all here. Sending you all so much love. When you come on, this is where your message is. Trust your guides and keepers. Um, a person ran to you and now. Okay, so guys, this person believes that this is fated and that everything that is happening is meant to happen, and that somehow, as you guys get to where you need to get in retrospect, you're going to understand why it had to happen, even though it's incredibly difficult, because that's the only sense that they can make of it. They have found it to be challenging, and they have found themselves doing things that they really never ever thought they would do when they first met you. This person also feels that you mirror them so incredibly. Now, this is an amazing thing, but this can also be a very challenging thing, because I really like the idea of somebody mirroring me. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Yamila. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so honored to be able to be a part of your guys' process. So, if I like myself, then I enjoy seeing bits of myself in other people. But if I don't particularly like myself, then I enjoy seeing the aspects of what sort of overshadows what I don't like in me in other people. But with intimacy, that's not sustainable. And this person finds themselves being vulnerable with you, and you're able to look into them, see into them, and see through them in ways that no one else can. You are the only person that can finish their sentences. You are the only person that can tell them where they are or why they are doing what they do before they even know what the hell they are doing. This is frightening. Not everybody's ready for that sort of introspection. Sometimes people just want to be lost for a little bit, and they want to wallow in that. And when you love someone because you see them as a part of yourself, it's difficult to do that. It really takes a lot of stepping back to be able to do that. It really takes a lot of, oh, I recognize that. That's something that's quite evident in me, but I recognize that, I understand why it's there, and I've negotiated with that archetype within myself, and so it doesn't wreak havoc in my life. I know how to nurture and love that archetype, but my person doesn't quite know how, and I need to refrain from wanting to help them fix the problem before they recognize that it's there, because that is instinctive. It's how I respond when I allow my mind to believe or create a construct that is based on fear, because I believe that it's going to ruin our connection. These connections are bigger than those things. And if we can allow ourselves to take a step back and say, well, that's your stuff. You're running like a headless chicken at the moment, and you're running wild, and I can smile and I can witness it. Because I know the way, in the same way that I was able to eventually stop and wonder, but where's my head? You will get there too. But if I'm looking at you like something's wrong with you before you've even realized that your head is missing, then all you are going to feel is that I'm criticizing you and I'm looking at you like something's wrong. Because I feel like something's wrong. And that's the position your person's in. So it really takes a lot of stepping back, taking a step back, and understanding that this is a connection of mirroring, and being able to rise up to that place of compassion, real compassion, not, oh, I want to fix your problems for you. No, I recognize where you are now. Wait, let me think. When was I there? Might have been a while ago, but I was there. And I recognized it, and I didn't quite know it. And what is it that I needed in that moment? I just wanted people to let me be and love me. Can you do that? For many of you, that's been a bit difficult, and we're human. You know, it's not always easy. But it doesn't matter what the challenges are right now. It doesn't take away from the fact that this connection was fated, and it has contributed to a lot of growth for you guys, a lot of self-realization, a lot of expansion. Okay, there's no doubt that they know that their life has been affected for the better because you entered it. What is it that what is it that your person hides? Your person hides that they felt very, very burdened in this connection for a long time. That they felt burdened by who they are because they so much wanted to move closer to you and to progress with you. And they felt the responsibility of taking care of the things that they need to take care of and of doing what they need to do so that they can be worthy of this connection with you, to be worthy of you and your love. And they were towering under the weight of feeling overwhelmed and burdened, because you kept looking at them, because from your perspective and based on how you see them, and that's why I say your person thinks that you look at them and you see that they have so much potential. They like that. They like that you think they're strong and they're capable, and all they have to do is make a decision and take an action. On what you don't know, and this is what they think. What you think about them is probably more true than what they think about themselves, but what they think is that the truth is that they're weak and they don't have the capacity to do all of the things that you do, and that they don't have the strength, and they're just not as capable and as strong and as good as you are. And holding on to this idea that you have of them became very burdensome, because they don't know that it is their truth. What you see in them on a soul level is their truth, but they don't know it. And they started to feel very, very burdened by this. Now, what is it that you hide? So, what you hide is the fact that you have been looking at this future, at this destination in love and relationship with your person, and you've been waiting for it, waiting for them to be ready, and for the two of you to be able to progress and to move forward towards that, or for you to be able to come towards them and say, okay, let's do it, because you're waiting for them to be ready, for them to come towards you a little bit more, and to let you know that they are ready to do that. Love your messages. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm glad that you guys enjoy my messages and that they're able to help you in the way that they do. Obviously, I'm saying my messages, but it's message from source, it's message from guides and keepers. But I'm really, I'm so grateful that I can be the medium to bring you those messages. Also, some of you have actually been looking at moving in a different direction. This is what you're not telling them. At another option, at moving towards a different connection and a different relationship altogether, if they don't come on board, if they don't step up. And this is their greatest fear, and unfortunately they've manifested this. Okay, so what's your person's plans? So your person plans to stay in the position of whatever makes most sense and whatever is easier so that they can continue to gain perspective and gain data. They plan to stay sort of out of your way, and they plan to respect the boundary and the line you've drawn in the sand. And you might feel that this is a lack of interest, a lack of love, but they feel like they need to respect and honor the line you've drawn in the sand, the boundary you set, where you said, this is what I expect from you, and if you cannot give me that, then don't step forward. What you need to understand is that this person might not have the capacity to do that, because the more that they focus on what's broken about them, the bigger that gets. And so sometimes you have to honor that. Maybe it's best to lovingly let things go. Or to say, I've got the courage to elevate in my love for this person, and not to entertain anything that dishonors me or dishonors them, but to be able to love them, and to be able to be their friend, even though they are not yet what I want in love and relationship. They are important enough to me for me to have them in my life, and not for me to have to fight with them or wrestle with them or add any resistance to the connection just because we are not where I would like for us to be, and I feel like we've wasted an opportunity, you know? And that's a choice. One is not better than the other. You need to honor where you are right now. But your person is planning to stay where they are and gain new perspective until they feel more confident to know what it is that they need to do. So let's look at him and his behavior. What has his behavior been towards this relationship? Let's look at that. Let's look at him and his behavior towards this relationship. Okay. So this person, for many of you, this has been someone that you've gone a little bit back and forth with, or this is someone that you connected with a while ago and they came back into your life. For others of you, this is a relationship that you feel you've known one another before, even though it's not in this life. So this is they show up as a soulmate energy, and I see that there is an intention of hopefully being in the vicinity when there's an opportunity for reconciliation. What has been your behavior towards this connection? That's interesting. So here shows that your person secrets and dishonesty is no good. But we can only be as honest with other people as we are with ourselves, and it's important not to take other people's dishonesty personally, because people that lie to themselves cannot give you a deeper truth than that. And people who don't have self-worth will embellish the truth or omit it because they don't want to upset you. They don't believe that they deserve you anyway. So they're going to hold on to a little the love that you show them as long as they can, because they believe in the end they're going to lose it anyway. And that's what it comes down to. And I can have compassion for that. But you have the power not to put yourself in a position where you invest your well-being in somebody else's ability to be honest or dishonest, because that's on you. I don't put myself in a position where what somebody else does keeps my lights on, keeps food in my belly, makes me happy or unhappy. I see to that. Nobody takes my power. Nobody has power over my life. So I'm free to love whoever I want to, because I'm not dependent or codependent in any way. And this is possible for anyone, you know. We all share I often say this when I do readings for people, you know, and then, or when I coach, I share a lot of my personal story. I didn't get to where I am overnight. I didn't get to this peace, harmony, and bliss overnight. I didn't get to this place where I wake up feeling totally in love with myself and my life, and I go to bed just feeling so fulfilled. I didn't get there overnight. I had to really, really push through a lot of my own bullshit. So, I didn't believe that there was something like happily ever after, or that there was something like happiness. I thought life was about just sort of struggling from one day to the next and making the most of it. And it's so liberating to be at a place, to find yourself at a place in life where you're in love with yourself, your life, and you feel filled with love, and your cup overflows, and you don't even have a partner because you don't need one. That's a different kind of magic. And you can love that person that you know is your flame, or that you know you share a stream of consciousness with, you have a soul relationship with, or whatever it is that you want to define your connections as. Whether they are coming or going on that particular day, whether they are happy or sad, you love their soul. Their soul is not up or down. Their soul is not good or bad. Their soul is not happy. Their soul is, it just is infinity. Their soul just is good, pure, positive energy every day, despite what it looks like in the 3D. That's a different level. Now, what I'm seeing in your energy, guys, is that Spirit says to me, you've been doing a lot of yo-yoing. Back and forth energy. I want to move forward with this. No, I don't want to move forward with this. I want to go there. Or now I want to wait for my person. Or I don't want this. But no, I'm going to wait here a little bit longer. So let me just see what happens. And that often happens when we're basing our decisions on what's happened, what the conditions and the circumstances that take place around us. That also happens based on what other people are doing on any given day. Beloved, allow yourself to align with the part of you that is source. Click into your alignment first thing in the day. And then what other people do or say or don't do or don't say have no effect or power over your decision making. Then you can make your decisions from a place of clarity, where you can say, does this fit into what it is that I want? Okay, there are some parts that do, but this I definitely don't want. Now I've got a clear line down the middle, and these things that I don't want, scrap them. I'm going to focus on finding ways to bring more of these qualities that I do like, based on that relationship that I've now walked out on, or that relationship that is not quite what I want. I'm not going to look for it in that person anymore. I'm going to bring more of what that person has shown me I actually like and want more of into my own life experience. And the things they showed me that I don't like, that really upset me, scratch that, and I'm going to set an intention that I'm not going to bring more of that into my life experience. So if that person lies to me, then I need to make the decision to be more conscious about being honest with myself. Do I really want to do that? Or do I just make decisions because, okay, well, that's what's expected right now, or that this is not good for me, but I'm going to do it anyway because otherwise I'm going to feel left out, or whatever else. If what I don't like in that relationship is that I was betrayed, or I wasn't made a priority, then I need to make space in my life where I look at where is it that I allow myself to put other people's needs and other people's wants over and above what honors me, because I'm betraying myself. You see? And that's where you come into alignment with yourself, because your relationship with yourself is nurtured. It comes into harmony. And you are able to click into your own personal power more and more on a daily basis. And then your decisions are, well, I know what I want. And now I just look at what is offered to me on a day-to-day basis, and that doesn't align with what I want. So no, thank you. There's definitely a split energy for many of you guys, and it doesn't serve you. And looking at someone outside of yourself is not going to help move you beyond that. What is your person's hopes and fears? Your person is afraid that you've already walked away, and that they are going to have to accept that there is no going back. That's their fears. And that they will not have the strength to be able to walk away from what they need to, so that you can be open to receiving them in time for you to still hold space for them. That's a fear, and unfortunately we manifest our fears. What is the most likely outcome here for Power 1? The most likely outcome here, guys, unfortunately, is an end. And grief and sadness. Breakup, having to walk away from this and looking back on the situation. And this is more so for your person. But I mean, it'll obviously resonate. Take it how it resonates, where there's a lot of regret and there's a lot of sadness. What did I do? Could I have done things differently? And then recognizing that there was an opportunity for so much more here that just wasn't nurtured, because someone was too busy guarding themselves, taking care of their own needs, and not really considering. This is somebody that feels as though they need to constantly be looking out for themselves. This is somebody that has trust issues. They've constantly got to be looking out for themselves. How does this affect me, and how can I possibly get the best outcome in this situation? So this person has not really been very forthcoming with you. And despite the fact that Spirit has given them the opportunity for something so beautiful here, and they will never find this anywhere else. This person has made a mess of this, because they've allowed their life experiences to define how they see relationships and how they behave in it, that they were so blind to see this for what it is, because they were so busy guarding what they believe they have, because they feel like they're going to be destroyed if they don't, that they were guarding rubbish, when actually on the other side of that fence was everything they wanted, you. And I don't know when this person gets to the other side of this and really grows up and opens their eyes, if they are going to have another chance with you, because as I said, many of you are already looking at new options. Many of you are already looking at new horizons and allowing and welcoming someone new into your life. And with the energy that you've brought into this person's life, you deserve that. And I'm not surprised, because I'm not surprised that there is already somebody else out there that is able to and willing to offer you so much better. Because you guys, my beloved collective, you're the Queen of Cups. You're amazing. Okay, I'm going to look at the next message. So you're welcome to stay and watch this one. If the first one didn't quite resonate, then maybe this one will. Maybe this message is an add-on. I'm just flowing with whatever Spirit is guiding me to do. Let's see. I'm going to use another deck. Oh, a twist in the tale. The unexpected, a change you didn't see coming. A change you didn't see coming. That's interesting. Let's see. So I might have been right. This might be an add-on. This might be the next chapter. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this will resonate more than pile one, than the first message. But for some of you, this will be an add-on. Let's see how Spirit reveals it. Let's see how it comes through. One. So Ten of Cups. Now remember, in the previous reading I said to you, this takes this person to, well, I don't know where I put it now, but this takes this person to regret, spending lots of time at the river of tears, looking back at what they've messed up and what they've lost, and feeling sad, and then realizing that new beginning, that Ace of Pentacles, that they had the opportunity to grow and they squandered it. And the Ace of Pentacles takes you to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is everything. It's everything that we can wish for in love and relationship. It is, if you go through the process of all the different pentacles, you find yourself here where you have balance, stability, emotional stability, financial stability, house, home and hearth. You have the flourishing business, money in the bank. You have stability together. It's that power couple. It's that couple that everybody admires. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be with your person. It's not going to be that way for everybody. But this experience takes you towards this. And for those of you who found that pile one didn't resonate, then this and this one does, and this is just where you are at in your story. But it's definitely a twist in the tale. It's unexpected. It's not what you would have expected. It's not what you've seen coming. This attractive, charismatic, passionate person taking action towards you. Not wasting any time, not needing to figure anything out. Just knowing what this is, who you are, and the potential of this connection. In the past, this person was guarded. I'm seeing that same Four of Pentacles that I saw there. For some of you, this is that person that does a turnaround. For others, this was your experience. You were with someone that was not willing to open themselves up to real love because they didn't believe it. They were not willing to put somebody else's needs before their own because they have a spirit of lack, and they believe that the world is made up of shortage, and that someone wins and someone loses. Everything is a competition for them, everything is a battle, and unfortunately, the relationship you offered them became a battleground. You see, when you guard something, you're not only keeping things, you're not only guarding what's inside, you're also keeping beautiful things out, and that's what your person did. This past person. But what's coming towards you is passionate communication. It's Cupid's arrow. It is that situation that is just, it makes sense. This person knows and understands. They feel intuitively driven, and they move towards you, and I've got the Knight of Wands here. They don't hold back. They don't waste time. They are divinely guided. Strong communicators, taking passionate action, taking action towards you. This person that finds themselves feeling as though Cupid has struck them, and they see everything that they've ever wanted with you. They are ready and they are willing to move towards you, and they are doing it. They are taking action towards you, and this might alarm you initially because you might feel like, can I trust this? This person sees you as the most beautiful, the sexiest thing alive. They see you as being dynamic, and this is why this person can see themselves working with you. Look at what I've got at the bottom there. Spirit just allowed my eyes to drop. That is the sun. What's coming into your life when you get beyond this, beloved, is happiness, is everything you deserve. It's joy, it's abundance, it's bliss. Allow this experience, allow where you find yourself now to be the bridge. Allow this difficult period to be the environment in which you really challenge yourself to be happy and to love yourself and to feel great in your life, even though you're going through this. Through this Four of Pentacles situation with this person. Because the sooner you come into alignment, the sooner you allow the negative things, the things that were supposed to crush you, to become small and insignificant. The sooner you come into vibration with what is meant for you, which is your abundance, your well-being, your happiness, your satisfaction, your bliss. This is what's coming to you. This person is going to be moving towards you because they are being guided by Source, by their guides and keepers, by your guides and keepers, to move towards you in a divine way. This is the Chariot. After a period of great betrayal and pain, a painful period, where you felt like your value was watered down to a choice that just couldn't be made. I mean, with romantic gestures that just didn't have the flame, like the Knight of Wands for longevity, to actually allow them to become more than just an emotional gesture and just something I'm saying and just an expression of love, to actually be grounded in the 3D. Because they weren't ready. They were not ready. They didn't understand the value of this Ace of Pentacles because they thought it was just a seed. What am I going to do with the seed? Forests start with just a seed. This person was a fool. This person was a fool, but for many of you, there's somebody new coming into your space. This person was too busy juggling, and they projected it all onto you. They projected it all onto you and how you see things and how you don't see things. But you know what? As I say, use all the junk and all the rubbish that's been thrown at you and create a stairway. Because what lies ahead for you is beautiful, my dear. What lies ahead for you is beautiful. And I know that some of you are still nursing a broken heart. I know that some of you are still nursing a broken heart, that your heart's been broken terribly. This has been a painful period for you. But you will heal. My cars just want to jump out. So, this new person, this new energy, whether it is this person that suddenly finds themselves being transformed and evolving into the new energy, or whether it is them being at that place where they just, okay, well, I messed up, I've got to live with this, poor me, victim, whatever, that's fine. And Spirit ushers a new person into your space. For many of you, that is the case here. What is his energy and his behavior in the connection with you? I mean, it's already really good. This is an Emperor. What he builds, he's committed to. He's self-assured. He's confident. He knows what he wants. And he's loyal to it. What will be your energy in this dynamic with this person? Now Spirit says, warning. For many of you, you're going to have a tendency to really overanalyze and overwatch what they do, because you don't want to get hurt again. And you're going to be afraid to believe that this is real. Don't make the same mistake your person made. Okay? What you desire is already yours. It's already done. You can have and do and be whatever you want. The only reason why it is not yet in our experience, in our 3D experience, is because we're not yet ready for it. We've not yet come into alignment with it. But good things happen. And if you are going to watch it from a place of fear, then you are going to start seeing the little flaws. Look at your face in the mirror for a long period of time. It is natural for you to find the flaw in your face. Before you look at anything, any perfection, you're going to find an imperfection. And then suddenly to that imperfection, a whole lot of other imperfections are going to show up. It's going to come into your focus, and you're going to look at yourself and you're going to feel ugly. That's our natural tendency. Don't do that. Set an intention to focus in on the beauty. And when you focus in on one thing that is beautiful and you ignore the flaw, that one little flaw, it doesn't make a big difference. We all have them. Suddenly you start to notice all the other perfections. And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see only how beautiful you are. You feel beautiful. Learn to do the same with your relationships. It's not being in denial, and it's not being ignorant. Trust me, what we focus on begins to expand and it gets bigger. Lady J says that I feel you, Lady J. I also thought I was saying to someone the other day, If I could find women attractive, I would absolutely, I mean, I'd have no issue with that. I think it would be simpler. But the truth is, guys, that it's not about the gender, eh? It's not about the gender. It's about the energy that the person embodies in the dynamic. It's about the energy that we embody in the dynamic. And if you need to go solo for a while, do that. Oh my goodness, you are the best investment you will ever make in your life. Only goodness can come from that. So be mindful of doing that, guys, because Spirit shows me there are so many positive things in your life, but you have a tendency to focus on that one thing that you really wanted that didn't go your way. And what you don't realize is you manifest more of that, when actually there is an abundance of everything you want waiting for you, but you're focusing on the negative things. So you tap into that negative frequency and you're not opening the frequency up to receive the abundance of the positive things that you want. Now, this new energy coming into your life, what is this person's hopes and fear? The hopes. I'm telling you, this person coming into you, a lot of you, your guys' lives, you must please let me know. This is an amazing energy, and this is well deserved. This person wants 6 of Wands with you. This person wants victory. I told you, this is someone that understands the value of a good person. They understand the value of a connection. They know what they bring. They know what they offer. And this person's not holding back. This person wants forward movement with you. This is going to be something that comes into your life and it's going to move quickly. Do not self-sabotage by focusing on, oh, this might be too good to be true. Let me look and see if there's any flaws. Okay. What is the outcome with this new energy coming into your life? What is the outcome here? So for some of you, this is reunion. Soulmate, 6 of Cups. I know most of you want a new energy, and yes, for many of you it is, but for some of you, it's going to be a new energy with your old person. Okay, or it'll be someone that you've known before, and you guys get another chance, and it's just better. Okay. Spirit, what is the outcome for my collective that is going to have a whole new person coming in? Patience. A connection that is filled with patience, tolerance, tenderness, love, understanding, and divine guidance. And lots of new opportunities, lots of inspired opportunities, and you guys just going from one adventure to the next. Beautiful. Deep love. I think that's really nice after so much sadness and heartbreak. I think it's really nice to know that, you see, this is what it's like. That's why we need contrast. That's why we need those relationships that really suck. Because that have some things that we really love and like, and then also things that we don't want, because there's this sifting and sorting process that we've got to go through when it comes to manifesting. Because if you don't know, if you're not clear about what you don't want, then how do you come into clarity about what you do? You know, you didn't know that what a lot of the things that you have in your life right now was actually a preference a couple of years ago. It took you being in a position or a situation that you thought you wanted, and then realizing, no, actually this is not what I want, this is not what I thought it was. And the moment you have that realization, something better is created, it's manifested for you. All you have to do is come into the vibrational alignment with it for it to actually ground into your 3D reality, but it's already there energetically. Everything exists energetically before it shows up in the manifests in the physical. Think about a baby. You know, the baby exists as a spirit baby before it even enters the womb. But when it enters the womb and it's just the seed, It's not yet a baby, but we know that there's going to be a baby in the next 9 months, and we believe it so fervently that in 9 months there's a baby. There's so much that's gone into that creative process. Everything is energy first, and then we have the physical manifestation of it. And you deserve everything that you want. And if what you have in your life right now is not what you've asked for, then somehow in your limited understanding you have lined up with an energy vibration of something that you don't want. It's like Abraham Hicks says, it's like a radio station that you've got to tune into. If you tuned into the dial of a particular radio station and you don't like the broadcast, you can moan about the fact that you hate it all day, or you can tune into a different dial. If you don't like the broadcast you're receiving, the manifestation, the physical reality that you've manifested around you now, then tune into a different broadcast, and it all depends on your energy. Okay? We're going to look at, so that felt to me like that was an extension of pile 1. Hello, Sir Blue. Letitia, nice to see you here. Thanks. These messages disappear after a while, guys. Don't take offense if I don't say hello to you. I will go back and read all the comments afterwards. It's really cool to know that right now you're actually connecting with me wherever you are. So that's really cool with the live. And also I can bring them, I can channel the message and bring the message as much as I want. I don't have to feel, limited or to cut off. Let's see. So part 2 is really, really exciting. Okay, so for those of you who came online whilst I was doing this previous pile 1 was probably not your story, or it might have been part of it, because the two of them were quite linked. So maybe once the live is posted, you can go back and re-watch the first pile. But pile 2's general message was basically a twist in your tale, a twist in the tale that is your story, and an unexpected change that you didn't see coming. So if you can go back once this broadcast is finished and completely uploaded, I'm not really sure how all of this works. You can go back and watch pile 1. That's definitely a part of your story, piles 2 story for many, many of you. Okay, we're going to look at pile 3. Let's see, maybe this is a different message altogether. Maybe it is connected. Interesting, because normally when I do pick a pile, it's very different messages, but I suppose because this is live and I've still got you all here, I'm able to go into which station is more? More is on the, that's a good question. I didn't catch her name. I think it was Minnie. She asked me which station, which broadcast is the more on. The good feeling broadcast. It's that simple. Tune into the positive aspects of where you find yourself. Allow yourself only to focus on the positive aspects of that person that's really been a bloody thorn in your side. If they're not in your life anymore, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Focus on the positive aspects of the relationships that you've allowed into your life, and focus on the fact that they actually brought you a lot of contrast to help you to sift and sort through what you don't like, so that now you can. Money definitely flows in when you tuned into that frequency. Love comes, money comes. It's all part of the same. In fact, everything that you've been manifesting flows into your life. But you have to care how you feel. You can't find yourself thinking about negative things that have happened in a situation, and they make you feel terrible. They affect how you feel about yourself, and they make you question the decisions you made. It's not your fault that somebody else dishonored themselves, but now you feel, hello hero, my name is Umit. There is no one in my life right now. When will I get my, okay. So if you tuned in when I was doing Pile 2, it looks to me like someone's coming into your guys' lives very, very soon. Very soon. I don't put a time frame, but I only sort of look between 6 to 12 months. Okay, so it could definitely not it's not the next month, but you're looking at about going towards 6 months, between 6 and 12 months. All right. Okay, pile 3. Let's see what comes up here. The general energy around your reading for the pile 3s, and those of you who are coming online now, is rediscover your individuality, become the dragon. There's an energy here of you sort of having a very tribal mentality. What that means is, this is the way everybody sees it. This is the way it's always been. This is what other people's relationship experiences have taught me. This is what other people's experiences have taught me. So this must be how it goes. You need to take a little bit of space from other people's energy, perspectives, beliefs, and you need to get clear on what is your own. Because I'm getting the sense that there's a lot happening around you, a lot of people, a lot of opinions, a lot of things going on, and you're making other people's things a part of your truth. And we're separate, okay? You need to allow yourself to catch up with the bigger version of yourself. So you need to have a sense of individuality. And you need to accept that your story is not everybody else's story. Your story, you're still writing your story, and you do have authorship when it comes to your story. It's not just going to be another book like what everybody else has written. I've got the 10 of Pentacles coming out again here, guys. That is your home and hearth. That is the person. That is the person that you build with. That is the person that comes to you because they are stable within themselves. They have a stable inner foundation. They really have a lot to bring to the table because they're not depending on someone else to complete them. You're in a place where you've achieved inner stability. You have your foundation. The two of you come together and you can build. And there's happiness. There's emotional fulfillment. There is love, there is success, there is abundance, there is money, there is a successful business here. This is a connection in which you are very, very likely to work together and work well together. Complementing one another, not because you feel like you're nothing without the other person, but because you're everything in your own right, and so are they, and together you come and you're just so dynamic. Okay, this is guys, for those of you who are here who have found yourself here tonight whilst I'm doing this live, please know that what you've been praying for is on its way. This is a very, very strong kindred spirit energy. There's a familiarity, there is a recognition, there is a deep love, there is harmony, there is balance, there is an equal give and take. This is what I call two apples from the same branch. Lots of fun, beautiful childlike energy. For many of you, this is not a new scenario because it looks like there's a little bit of history there. Some things happened here in the past, but this is a whole new energy coming in here. um, for many of you, this is a whole new person, a whole new energy, a whole new situation. And if you're interested in money and career, this is new opportunity. Don't be afraid to take the leap. Just because you've had bad experience in the past doesn't mean that that's going to repeat itself. Hello, Hawa. Nice to see you, home girl. um, so it doesn't mean it's going to be the same. It doesn't mean that what you've experienced in the past and the bridges that you built for others that they burnt, that's going to re-happen here. There's a lot of success and a lot of abundance and a lot of understanding where you might have felt like you're very misunderstood in the past. Just knowing that you are understood, because finally you've gotten to the place where you get you, and everybody else just meets you there. You've taken time and understood that it's important for you to be with yourself, for you to be with yourself first, for you to be single, for you to work on your relationship with yourself, and for you to get to the point where you are happy with yourself. Okay? To get away, because you've taken that, you've realized that even though there's this general concept of how things are supposed to look, that other people are free to make that their truth, to line up with that, but that you get creative freedom in your process and in the story that you write, in the book that you write, with your authorship. You see? So there's a rewriting of the story and of the script here that's taken place during a period of sort of disconnecting and detaching from what has been, from the past a little bit, without looking too far into the future and just being in the present with self. And that's what's led to this. Okay. So when we take into account what this new opportunity experiences you as, or sees you as, there might be this initial knowing that you don't fully trust, and you're not fully sure because you've had your fingers burnt in the past, but there is this feeling that the relationship that you harbor for yourself, and the energy that you sort of place a lot of value in when it comes to making your own decisions and taking your time with that. There's a lot of respect for that. And there's also this feeling that this is the quality and the characteristics, that you're not so eager to just open yourself up to things, to honor it and to allow space for it, but also to not have too much of an expectation initially because you don't need it. And so you can allow it to evolve and to show itself to you. And this person, this new person, or this new opportunity, whatever it is, whether it's career, whether it's love, it's a bit of both coming through in this pile, is so aware of how beautiful that quality is and how valuable that quality is, and that is the quality that leads to long-term well-being, stability, and success. So what is it that may be hidden? And this could be you, or it could be your person initially, is the fact that there is this, is this what I think it is, or is it not? I want to make the right investment. And so there might be a lot of overthinking. Don't take that personally. It is just a way of being mindful, of being not not cautious but respectful. Um, Let me be clear about what the best way would be to meet with whatever it is that is in front of me right now, whatever is being given to me. And sometimes when we have a past where distrust has become a big theme, we have a tendency to think that when somebody really thinks about the next decision they make, or really contemplates the next move, or really contemplates the next thing to do, that maybe there's indecision or doubt. And it's not always the case. Okay. So, for some of you, when this new opportunity arises, the old one will not completely be out of the picture or out of the energy. And it could be for you or your person. You know, sometimes we look ahead, but remember, we're always looking ahead to the next city we want to move to whilst we're still in the other one. That's how it happens sometimes. And I know that there's a lot of, it can seem like a tricky thing. And so that's something that people generally hide from one another when they initially meet. But often when you're moving into a new connection or into a new situation, it's like when you look for a new job as well. You don't resign from the job and then go and look for a new job. Most people look for a new job whilst they're still at their old job, you know, because they're afraid that they're going to make a decision that puts them in a place, a position where they lack stability, or which triggers more fear and puts them in a place where they can't take care of themselves. So I'm picking up that sort of energy, but it's only because they weren't expecting to meet you, or you were not expecting to meet them. And as I said in the previous pile, Cupid's arrow is here too, the Eight of Wands, where there's this sudden, this person just bumps into you, and you feel like life is different, everything is different. There's this instant connection. There is love, this instant love. There is this passion to be around one another and to get to know one another better. And this happens when you already know that you need to leave a very emotionally unfulfilling situation. You need to let that situation go, set it free, or your person is at that place, and then you guys meet, and it sort of complements that. Okay, right. So what will then happen is this person will gladly release anything that hinders this new opportunity. And you will gladly release anything that hinders this new opportunity. But I feel like your person will be more eager to take the action, and you will be watching. You will be the one watching to see, okay, let me see if this person's actually doing what they need to do so that we can do this. Or let me see if, if it is what I think it is. Is this moving in the direction that I want? Because I don't want to make the same mistake. But this person's going to teach you so many things. It's going to be new. It's going to be different. Okay? Let's see. There is a hope that you will be able to get over the other person so that you can have space for someone new in your life. If that person is going to be better, please don't worry about that. Everything comes into balance and into harmony as it needs to. Allow yourself to release yourself from self-imposed bondage. If you are involving yourself in a thought in an activity, in a conversation that triggers negative emotion, make a different choice. Hello, Leah. So, Leah's only just joining. This pile that I'm busy with at the moment is a brand new opportunity, an abundant opportunity. And Spirit is giving a lot of warning about not bringing the past into the present and into the new. Don't look back. Don't look back at the things that trigger fear and the negative things that have happened, because you're afraid that if you don't look back at it and if you don't keep your eye on it, then it's going to jump out in the front, ahead of you, and it's going to kick you in the teeth again because it's in the past. It's not going to do that. Spirit is also saying there is so much abundance that comes in, beautiful connection that comes in for you, one that you didn't think you could have again, only because you were willing to take space from the past, be with yourself, develop your relationship with yourself, and thus move towards what you want and what you really, really want. What has been emotionally unfulfilling, as the decision is made to release that, Cupid's arrow hits again, and there is passionate communication that comes in. It is possible that you and this person both come from a previously very difficult, challenging connection. And they will be very, very eager to take the action to cut out the past and anything that may hinder this connection. You, on the other hand, will be more of an observer and sort of to watch them and see how they, if they are actually doing what they need to. Cards are falling out. Let's see. So, this is a connection, very strong communication, lots of clarity, lots of decision. This person's decisive. They know what they want. They are very, very intelligent, sharp-minded, and very, very good communication. So if that's something you've been asking for, then that's a validation. Passionate, attractive, dynamic, strong, and takes action towards you in the way that is going to honor the connection and lead you guys to the 10 of Cups. So I've got the 10 of Pentacles at the base of the connection. You're going to have great chemistry, work together as well. You're going to have similar passions. This is your power couple. Both of you will have a sense of inner stability, and you'll just complement one another. There's no codependence here. There's no, oh, you're coming to complete me. None of that. And in the outcome, your person and you have the 10 of Cups as well. Wish fulfillment. So it's not only your stability, your abundance in love, money in the bank, home, empire, business, also that emotional fulfillment and fulfilling one another's fantasies. That's beautiful, guys. So lots of good news for this collective. Lots of good news for this collective. As I said, you're looking at a time frame of, for those of you this resonates with, of course, you're looking at time frames of between 6 to 12 months. In the meantime, keep doing what you've been doing. You are obviously lining up with everything that you want. It's been great spending this time with you guys. Thank you for being here with me. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you might have found that it resonates. I found that pile 1 and 2 really sort of fit in. Pile 3 felt like it was a different pile for me. But whatever it may be for you, I hope that it served you and it's brought you lots of clarity. I want to try and do these live readings. I'm not promising that I'll be able to do it every week because my energy needs to be right. And so Howard asked, will there be communication from an old person? Not anytime soon. I didn't see that in this energy with this collective, but there's definitely a new energy. So as I said, so do yourselves a favor. I'm going to obviously this is gonna upload now and be posted once this live is done. And then go back and check pile 1 and you'll see how it fits in and how it fits together. For some of you, the old person has a huge awakening, realizations, and I'm guessing you Leo. I am a fire sign, Sir Blue, so that's not far from the truth, but I'm not a Leo. I'm a Sag. I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm a Centaur. That's my sun, and my moon is Libra, and I'm quite proud of that. But you picked up the fire. So you're right regarding that. Yeah, so go back and check pile 1 and 2 were really closely linked, and it tells a nice story, so you'll get a lot of your questions answered there. But it was great spending time with you guys. As I said, I want to try and do these more often because I can go into more detail with it, and you see how the energy flows from one pile into the next. So it's almost like you're getting an extension to your reading. Because I've got more time to do that, but I check with my energy. My energy's got to be right before I do it, so I'm going to try and do 1 per week, but if not, then maybe every second week. But I will see you guys again, and obviously if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, do so you can see my uploads. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed day or evening further, whatever the time is where you are. Do what is best for you. Love yourself a little bit harder today. And that thing that really pisses you off and just sets you out of balance, ignore it for a couple of hours. It'll do you wonders. You are all that you need, you know. So don't give people rent-free space in your head. Send love and release, and then have a beautiful day. Okay. Love and light, and I will chat to you guys next time. Now I've got to figure out what do I do here so I can upload this. Okay, let's see.